Hello, my friends. Good evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. I'm Annalisa, and I'm going to be taking my spiritual pulse and inviting you, if you're around and would like to join me in a 15-minute guided practice here in this enchanted forest very near to my home in Banff. I've just headed out into the forest, just to be among my friends, the trees, the birds, nature. Maybe you can hear the geese, and inviting you to take some time now, wherever you are, whether you're in your home or outside, wherever it is, to put down what you're carrying as we move into this weekend, to put down worrying thoughts, even just one, for this 15-minute practice with our soul brother, Mark Nepo, and his book of Awakening. I thank you for joining me this evening. And so I invite you to take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, as you settle your nervous system, as you create, along with me and all of us, this sacred space where you can find peace, inspiration, rest, whatever you need. And so the intention for this practice is that you will awaken to that beautiful voice within, your intuition, whatever you wish to call that. And that you will ask with compassion, with non-judgment, with openness and curiosity, what is life showing me now? Perhaps it's this passage. Perhaps it's just being here. That you may receive whatever message is coming to you. And take inspired action, however that may look. And that may be just by continuing after we're done in this reflective state of mindfulness, whatever it is. And so my intention also for this practice is that the energy that we're generating here by joining together is pretty powerful. I truly believe that we may create and radiate more light, more love, more healing, more hope in our hearts, in our homes, in our communities, and beyond. This is the time for us to rise together and shine brightly, boldly, lovingly. In the background is what I call the bridge of unconditional love. And that's what we join hand in hand as we cross that bridge together. And so tonight, I also invite you, if you have an intention, please set that now. As we reflect on the wisdom of Mark and his passage called The Need to Speak. I wanted to share this with you this evening because perhaps you have felt at one time or another that you could not speak. I found great comfort in this passage over the last few years and want to share it with you, my friends. Just by speaking, I can break out of my self-made prison. A quote by June Singer. So many times we suppose ourselves out of existence, imagining that if we speak our heart, we will be rejected or ignored. I once watched a man reach to call a friend, excited to share a deep idea that had overcome him. But as the phone was ringing, I saw him imagine a cool reception, saw him try on the pain of not being heard. And quickly, with a sigh of deflation, he hung up before the fourth rang. Still, the expression, whether misunderstood, well received, or rejected, matters. For the cost of not making the call is that a piece of us dies. Consider how fish swim and birds fly. They do so because it is in their nature. For it is the swimming and the flying that makes them fish and birds. Likewise, it is the speaking of one's heart that makes a human being human. For even if no one hears, it is the act of speaking that frees us by letting the spirit swim and fly through the world. It is the speaking of one heart that makes a human being human. For even if no one hears us, it is the act of speaking that frees us by letting the spirit swim and fly through the world. And as you reflect on these words, take a few more breaths, letting them swim through your body. Whatever feelings arise, let them arise. And now I'm just moving to the still waters of the Bow River to continue with this guided meditation. So I invite you to be still, still as this river. Breathe slowly and look into yourself. Look to your bottom. Inhale deeply and feel whatever rises from your bottom. Exhale cleanly, and though perhaps you may be alone, speak whatever you are feeling. whatever you are feeling aloud to yourself. And let the words, the feelings flow through you. Perhaps placing your hand on your heart, acknowledging this time that you have made to awaken, to ask, and to act. Remembering that just by speaking as you have, you have broken yourself out of your self-made prison. You can return to this practice anytime you're feeling constrained, locked up, bottled inside, when perhaps those lips are pursed because you're holding back. You're not alone, my friend, in having these feelings, but you are choosing to acknowledge them. You are choosing to question with curiosity, with compassion, to release them and replace them with thoughts that free you. Thank you for joining me this evening. Many blessings to you and your dear ones. Until next time.